Hello friends, today we have an interview with Judith DeLozier for All-Russian Festival of NLP in Moscow. Judith, we are so happy to see you here.
Thank you.
We know that you were at China. Where in the world people most interested in NLP, on your opinion?
Well, I think many places I go because there's an interest there. I was in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, just before China, and then I was in Shanghai, China. I think probably the place I think there's the most sort of consistent numbers of institutes, and it seems like there's lots and lots of ideas around NLP and lots of people taking NLP is England. I call it the sort of Mecca of NLP. But everywhere I go there because there's an interest. So, you know.
I will have to answer you a stupid question.
Ask me a stupid question.
Do you
I probably
think
have a
that
stupid
NLP
answer.
is useful?
Well, of course I think it's useful. I mean, 37 years later, people have applied it in business. They've applied it in health and education, in the arts. So, you know, NLP is a set of skills. Well, first it's a system of knowledge, and then it's a sort of a way to apply things, and then a set of skills that assist you in applying knowledge. But it's about creating models of human excellence, a set of skills and tools that allow us to kind of go, what are the success factors of human excellence in leadership, in management, in health, in education, and to be able to build models by describing those success factors so that they can be utilized by other people, so other people can benefit.
Have NLP changed you as a person? You are so open-hearted, so kind. Were you such a person before NLP?
Well, I think that's my essence. I think I've always been a bubbly person. I've always been a lively person. I've always been pretty energetic. But NLP gives me skills that support me in my journey in life. It helps me problem solve. It helps me be more creative. It helps me build the models and have a way to think about, looking at those success factors in human interaction. It helps me, when life is hard. It gives me ways to think about how to kind of resolve in myself and with the outside world problems so they don't get stuck, but also helps me create, helps me do many other things as well. So
you and Robert Dills conducted some big meetings of NLP people in America, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, Robert and I have been working, well, Robert and I have known each other since he was 19 years old. Steve Gilligan was 19 years old. I was about 25 years old when we met, so we've been on the journey together for a long time. Robert and I officially started working together with Todd Epstein in about 1991 or 92 when we started NLP University. And NLP University hosted trying to think at least 3, if not 4, kind of big conferences. One was a leadership conference in I think 1997, where we had leaders in NLP from all around the world that came and shared ideas and their dreams. We had a project in 2000 which was called the Millennium Project, which was to take the dreams and now start to storyboard and create a pathway, to bring the dreams into reality. Then in, I think it was 2003 or 4, I'm not exactly sure, Robert would know exactly the dates. We also had a group come together who were interested in making a social contribution, people that were interested in making a social contribution or social change, to dream and storyboard or create pathways in order to bring those projects into reality. So,
why do you think it's a good idea for NLP people to meet, to share ideas?
Well, we just did the first International NLP conference in Asia. So it was their first time to kind of create a conference, and they started, I think, maybe the end of March, and they did it in May. They had 500 people there. And we had people from mainland China, Taiwan, Japan, the United States, and Malaysia who presented. It was lovely, 2 days. People were very enriched, a lot of good ideas. So I think everywhere there's the possibility to have a place where people can come together and share ideas. And I think it doesn't have to be any one person. I think different institutes or organizations can host and say, we invite, let's share ideas. Let's plan together, dream together.
But sometimes people don't sure that it's a good idea. Maybe it's better to have his own town as his own property and not to let somebody to.
Well, I think that there's lots of times in NLP, and it's not about NLP; it's about humans. It's what they do.
Is it a good idea for NLP people to do in such a way?
Well, I don't think it's a good idea. Like I said, I don't think it's about NLP. I think it's about humans. I mean, NLP, one of the presupposition is the map's not the territory. Do we have an opportunity to share maps? Yes, we can create the context and opportunity to share maps. Some people don't want to do that, just like in any other discipline or other field of knowledge, they're not ready for that, or they're kind of, so, I think that's going to always be true. It's not about is it a good idea or a bad idea, it's what is. And I think that what you do is we all keep sending the message that you're welcome and you're invited, and those who show up, and there it is. End of story.
You wrote one of the best book of NLP, the Encyclopedia of NLP.
With Robert Dilts.
Yes. How long have you been writing this book?
That book took more or less 4 years. Robert and I more or less took 4 years to write the Encyclopedia of Systemic Neurolinguistics. And Robert travels a lot, I travel a lot, but pretty much every day that we were in Santa Cruz at the same time, rain or shine, weekend or day, or weekday or weekend, we would meet from 10 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that sacred space time, and we wrote, and it more or less took 4 years.
It's a great gift for all the NLP community.
Yeah, it was a contribution to the field, and that's exactly how we thought about it. It's not everything, because it's only mine and Robert's, perspective and our memories of where techniques evolved from, and who was there, and but there's our history from where we started. There's a prehistory before that. There were other people around, like Frank Puslik and David Gordon and Leslie Cameron, that were there. And I can only talk about the history. And Robert and I came just about the same time. I was just a little bit before him. So we talked about from our perspective. But it's not, any one of those perspectives it's going to be some. How do you say, history's not linear. It was very systemic, and it was very organic, and there were lots of people.
Can you wish something to people who sees us now?
To make a wish? Say yes to life and follow your bliss. That's what I would say.
Thank you very much, Judith DeLozier, for the All-Russian Festival of NLP. Thanks a lot, Akintsov and partners, for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.